Okay, without further ado.
No more
goofing around. Okay, we don't do any of this goofing around on the ZUDECast.
Goofy goobers.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's get into it. Was there anything that you'd like to explore, or would you also be open to just a general?
I'm open for just a general.
Okay.
I'll take what these boys are having.
All right. Yeah, let's see what messages. So the first one was the Six of Wands.
Well,
I'm like, traditionally in the regular deck, what's the Six of Wands? This Six of Wands lets me know that you are creating stability for yourself. You've probably been connecting with family a little bit more than usual and fantasizing maybe about the family that you want. There's been a lot of fantasizing and daydreaming about what things could be and like just really shiny things. So like, maybe like you and your significant other looking like to moving in together and like buying like new furniture. It's just like really shiny stuff. I'm not sure exactly what you're into when it comes to I put them this way. I'm not sure exactly what you're into when it comes to your purchases. You know, when people
loves
just like
shiny
splurge
stuff.
on
I do be purchasing
things.
things.
He loves shiny stuff. Yeah.
I do be shopping.
Okay.
He's kicked down on a ton of this shit too. So
Yeah, the shiny things in this very studio.
Okay, I'm seeing it because like I see all this here.
The drip.
Yeah,
The
and I'm just like,
decor.
so
Okay.
let's see, what else do we have? Oh, and I also have the Four of Pentacles. Again, stability.
I like a little bit of that.
Yeah, so the pentacles have to do with things that are tangible, that things that you can touch. Because it is on an elephant. It's like you're not looking back. So originally the Four of Pentacles has a lot to do with your morals and things that you just find close to your heart, like kind of like everyone has like a moral compass and things that we go off of. But it's like you're looking backwards. I don't know if you can see here that like he's not even holding on to this pentacle. So there could be something in your life that you need to pay attention to that, or I don't want to say that. Whatever your morals are right now. I know, right? Okay, I'll say what I was originally going to say. You might not be paying attention to, it's like you have morals in your life right now. And because you're like looking back, it's like, you already have these three pentacles here. So are you going to take something out or are you going to put something in? And I have a feeling that something's just going to fall off that you haven't been working or thinking about. And then you're going to have to revisit it at another time and be like, I thought that this was solid and it's not.
Okay.
Let's see. What other messages do we have? And this is the present right now. So damn.
Oh.
I know it'd be happening. Nope.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, so I have the Two of Wands. Yeah, you've really been thinking about creating like a new life for yourself. Like something isn't necessarily, it's not that it's not working. It's just you have all these wonderful ideas and creations and endeavors and what's the word that I'm looking for? You've been creating in life and it's time for you to expand. And I have a feeling that you know what it looks like and you know what the steps look like, but it's almost like you don't know what it looks like at all either. It's like you don't have everything like completely planned out and painted out like to a T, like what the car is going to be, what the house is going to be. But you know, it's just like, okay, there's movement, there's need to move forward. And this is what my life is like right now. And this is what I want my life to be. It's like you can see the outline. Remember we were talking about your dream, how like it's kind of like staticky. And so the more you figure out what your like morals and values are, you're going to be able to understand what more it looks like. Because then you're like, okay, well, what's actually relatable? And then what's also an actual reality for myself? Like what's reality and what's daydream?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, these are all the same way. Give me a sec. There's shit that's happening over here. I don't know. Okay. And then, all right, this is what was happening before in the past for you. The Three of Cups. So you were celebrating. So this is what led up to you thinking that things need to change. Maybe you just don't know which direction. So there's a lot of celebrating. You probably, you guys were celebrating your podcast. So there was a celebration that you've had with people that led you up to this point. What other messages do we have? What other messages do we have in the past? So I have the King of Wands. You put in a lot of work.
Yeah, he does.
That's for sure.
When I say a lot of work, like all this stuff has to do with like triumphs of like work, like working. This is what needs to be in place. This needs to be like this. You've been planning a lot. The King of Wands is like also similar to the Magician, but it's like the Magician is someone that can make anything manifest anytime, place, wherever. It's a fucking magician. But the King of Wands has like almost more magic than the Magician because all they work off of is magic. Like they don't have to pull, they don't have to be sentimental, they don't have to be like understanding with people. It's almost like a blessing and a gift. But this is something that you had to work towards. Like it's like you're like this because same with you, like because you guys are putting the work in and because like you're determined and you're supportive, you're getting blessed with like more ideas, like more energy, more. It's just like more and more and more. So it's like this vacuum pull of like more, and you're really knowing what to do and how to utilize that energy. Okay, and then I also have the Six of Cups. So again, when these good things are happening, it just expands your mind so you can actually see what needs to be brought in. You're thinking about reciprocation. You're thinking about giving like love back to people in other ways. You're planning for the stuff of what you're doing now. And this was in the past. So this is probably stuff that you're already doing, but you were thinking when all these good things are happening to me and I'm celebrating, it just opens your brain more of how you can celebrate with other people. Like, how can I bring more people into this? How can more people enjoy this stuff that I'm enjoying? Because you have a lot of abundance. And in the future, I have the Three of Pentacles here. So more hard work is in store.
When is it not? When is it not?
Beyond
Oh my
surprise.
goodness.
My goodness.
Generally, the Three of Pentacles has to do with conversations, usually like in the original Rider-Waite tarot deck. That's the first tarot deck that they've made. It's like one person putting up like a pentacle, and then these two other people are like kind of like bringing like gossip to them. But because this is a different deck, remember I was telling you, you're going to lose one of these pentacles here. And there's only 3 pentacles here. So there's 2 ways that you can go in tarot. You can either start from like a number like 2. You can go all the way up, but then it goes right back to the ace. Or you can be wherever you're at, like at a 5, and then go back down to like an ace. But in every suit is different. Pentacles is different because things are tangible and it has to do with work. So like the more pentacles you have, obviously the more work that's going to be put in, the more energy that has to be put in. But generally you want the 10 of Pentacles because that's like the main like point of you just having like the happiest life ever. But that Ace of Pentacles is what really needs to be paid attention to, because that's going to be that, like every Ace of Pentacles you get is going to lead up to that 10 of Pentacles.
Okay.
So I'm saying right now that you're putting the work in, but you're having to put the work in because, and it's already in motion. It's something that you probably just, I forgot about it. Or this is, again, something that I wasn't thinking about that I needed to work on. And you're going to have to go back and work on that one thing to get that pentacle back.
Right.
Can I see what the pentacle is? Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's check. I'm like, what's the pentacle? 3 of Swords. Okay, so it's your heart space. Because things have been like so like sorry. I have the 3 of Swords here. And then I also have the Ace of Cups. So with these 2 cards, the Ace of Cups, I think God's going to bring in an overwhelming situation that's going to really open up your heart chakra and get you in a place. So with manifestation, it only works when like your chakras are open and things are like aligned. But what that really means is you being open enough to just have all your senses open. So like you're seeing with your eyes, you believe it with your eyes, you believe it with your ears because you heard it, you're speaking it into existence. You're also feeling it with your heart, and you also feel it in your stomach because that's where our security lies. And so using like all this energy and all this momentum is kind of having you forget about like your emotional side. But I do see that the universe is going to bring in this Ace of Pentacles. So that Ace of Pentacles is going to make you feel, it's going to be what you're missing over here. Because everything's good. It's like work, job, home, everything's great. But then when it comes to like, when people ask about how your day is going, no one's asking about how like your day is going. And because you do put in a lot of work, there's some things that people should come to you and be like, hey man, like you're doing so much good work. Like, how's everything going? Like, how's your mental? Like, do you need anything? Especially because for someone like you care about what other people think and you were already planning to include other people in your plan. So it's almost like, why don't they do that for you? But the reason why they don't is because there's no communication. So you guys have to talk. But something for me, like, I feel like for myself, I'm like, damn, no one cares about me. And people be like, well, you don't call me or you're busy, so I don't call you. But it's like, how the fuck am I supposed to know you want to talk to me if you don't hit me up or you don't tell me you want to talk to me or you don't call me? So it's one of those things where I feel like, this could be around like the next full moon, which we're going to have in the next like 2.5 weeks. That your heart space is just going to be kind of like shooken up, but it's good because, you just need it to move forward. There's a lot of emotions that probably like are inside that you probably don't recognize that you have because they've been suppressed for such a while that when they're brought back up, it's like, just get through it. And I don't know why so many cards are coming out right now, but just get through it because like when you cry and we get like emotional and stuff like that, like you're going to be emotional. It's going to last for like a day. I'm pretty sure for men it's different. Like for me, I'm sad for a long periodically time, but I'm different.
Sounds good.
But I do see here, you do have a lot of cards at the end. So I'll go through them really quick and then we'll close it out. So I have the moon, which has to do with secrets. I also have the Hierophant card, which has to do with like, I'm like, which one is that? The Temperance. The Hierophant card has to do with like legalities, paperwork, filing, like court, things like that.
Logistics.
Yes.
Logistics.
Things like that. So it's almost like being specific with you. Your inner child is going to be worked on. So that's what's going to be triggered. And I don't know if someone's going to come out and tell you